Hi everyone, I'm BJ Muir from JesusHelpMeParent.com, and I coach families just like yours to use a heart-based approach to parenting. So if you want practical parenting solutions that help your child have a change of heart and not simply just modify some behavior temporarily, hit that subscribe button right now. And in today's video, you're going to be learning how to use this tool right here. It's called the My Calming Strategies T-chart, and it helps you work with your child to help them stop going from 0 to 10 on that emotion scale, to help them stop just exploding with anger and frustration and tears over everything, and start learning how to manage those emotions and calm those emotions down. Now, if you're wondering where can you get your copy, head on down to the description and check out the link right there where you can download your free copy right now. So, how do I help my kid? Because my kid's going from 0 to 10. I'm getting into battles all the time. I ask my kid to do something, and next thing you know, I'm in a battle over something I didn't plan on being a battle over. I just wanted them to hang up their coat. I just wanted them to clear their dishes. I just wanted them to get their homework done now because I know later on Grandma and Grandpa are coming over for dinner and they're not going to want to do it later. And now I'm in this crazy emotions battle, and my kid's upset, and I don't know how to stop having this cycle happen. This tool right here, this T-chart that we have, this calming strategies, this is going to help your child start developing their own personal strategies and take ownership. It also helps take you from feeling like you're in the boxing ring against your child, helping them calm down, making them calm down, and it puts you in their corner of the boxing ring as their coach outside the ring, cheering them on and saying, I know you got this. You've got some strategies. We worked on this together. You're not the problem now. The problem is the outburst. You are the coach helping that child. So we sit down with our kid. We talk about how we've noticed these trends of every time we give these directions, here's what happens. And we talk about how we don't think you want to live that way. We think you want to learn how to manage those emotions so you can just live life and not be constantly flying off the handle this way. And so then we brainstorm on the left-hand side of this T-chart some ideas. And we ask our kid, what are some things you think might help you calm down? When you have one of these moments where you get really angry, what do you think would help you not solve that problem? What would help you calm down if you start getting angry? And some kids are going to have some ideas. Some kids aren't going to have too many ideas. You brainstorm together. Some kids are going to be helped by having a cup of water and getting a drink. Some kids are going to be helped by taking a break, and you can check out our video on the break, which is a great strategy, not just for this, but lots of times where we kind of get off track in family life. Take a look at that video. Again, link in the description down below. So some kids are going to need the break. Some kids are going to need a cup of water, a quick walk around the house. A chance to just go lay down for a few minutes and do some breathing, just closing their eyes and counting to 10 backwards. Getting a hug. You wouldn't believe how healing a hug can be for a lot of these kids, and offering a hug can really help out. Because that emotion is just overcoming them, and they need that sensation of touch there that helps them. But we want to come up with strategies that help them calm down. The other thing is you're not the only one that can contribute to this part of, I'm pointing over here because my list is right there, are not the only ones who contribute to that side of the list. Ask your kid, who else do you think you want to talk to get ideas? Now, don't make your kid go ask these people, because this is a place of vulnerability. Your child is saying, yeah, I'm struggling with this and I want help. They need to be the ones who say, oh, here's somebody who I'd like to get their ideas. And write all the ideas, any idea. It's brainstorming. There are no bad ideas in brainstorming. Even when you as the adult know that's really not going to work, you're going to write it on the left-hand side, because this is just brainstorming. And you also don't know if that idea that you're pretty sure is pretty bad, if that idea is not going to lead to something eventually that is really going to work for your kid. On the right-hand side, this side, only your child is going to write on this side. And on this side, your child and you are going to talk about, all right, let's pick 2 or 3 strategies out of all the ones we have on the left. Let's pick 2 or 3 to write over here on the right that you're going to try out today and this week. And let's see if they work for you. Which ones do you think will be most successful for you? And pick 2 or 3 and write them down over on the right-hand side. And now say, all right, so when you get frustrated, when you get angry, when you get whatever that emotion is that your child struggles with, when you get like that today or tomorrow, whenever it happens, I'm not going to get into a battle with you. I don't want to be in the boxing ring with you fighting about this thing. I want to help you manage the emotion so that way you can deal with whatever the request was or whatever the instruction was that I'm giving you. So I'm going to tell you, go look at your T chart. Go look at your calming strategies. Or I'm going to say, which one of your top 3 do you want to do? We want to transfer responsibility, and that's what this is all about. This is about using that tool, that heart tool of transferring responsibility to kids and saying, hey, God wants you to be in charge of this aspect of your life. God wants you to be able to manage your emotions here. So I want to help support you in that because this is an area where you're struggling a bit, but I want you to take the lead in this because I want you to want this too. So we want our kids to be holding on to this. We don't want to hold on to this paper ourselves because we want them to have ownership of it. Now, if you're afraid of your kid losing it, take a picture with your phone, make a copy if you have a copy machine or something like that available to you, but make a copy for yourself if you're worried about them losing it. But we want them to own this and own these strategies. Now, when there's actually a problem and your kid suddenly starts getting upset, make sure to refer to this right away and tell them, go try those strategies out. Go try which one do you want to try? Do you want to take a break? Do you want to get a glass of water? Or do you want to go walk the dog around the block? Which one of those 3 are going to help you calm down so that we can come back? This is not calm down and avoid. We still have to come back because I was telling you to, clear the dishes. I was telling you to go whatever it is that you were telling them. We can't use the strategies to avoid the instructions. They're just to help us calm down over a few minutes here so we can come back and engage in whatever the instructions were. But we need to calm down. Now, this can't be the last time we talk about this chart is when we make it. We want to make this an ongoing conversation. After a day or two, once you've used some of these strategies in 24, 48 hours, you want to have another conversation, again, when your kid's calm, when it's not in the middle of a moment, where you can talk about them and say, hey, okay, you tried these strategies out. How did that one go? How did this one work? And get them to reflect. Don't tell them, hey, that one didn't work for you. Get them to reflect on how it worked. But you're going to find some things on the right-hand side that are working. And if it's one that your child and you agree, yeah, this is a strategy that works for me, highlight it with a highlighter. Their highlighted ones are their strategies that work. And if they've got 2 or 3 strategies, great. And at any given point, ones that don't work, you just erase or cross out from the right-hand side if you wrote it in pen, because those aren't working. So we're not going to use that one. We learned something. This strategy doesn't work for you. But then we're going to go back to that brainstorming side. Maybe we've got some new ideas we put on that side. But also we import another strategy from the left to the right. Because maybe we found 1 that worked and 2 that didn't work. All right, let's go back. Let's see if there's any more we brainstormed. This is sort of like playing detective. We're trying to find strategies that work for you. Now, this process is not a fast process. This is going to take time and energy and your hands involved. And you're thinking, this is a lot of work. It's a lot of work up front. But in the end, it pays off. I've seen kid after kid with parent after parent who have taken the time to use this very tool. And they put it into place and they put the work in now. And they don't get a kid 6 months from now who's just even keel all the time. What they get is a kid who starts to get frustrated and who has then tools, strategies that they use that calm themselves down and come on back. And the more often, and this is just basic science going on here, the more often we go through this frustration cycle and we get through it successfully without going off the handle, the more we're retraining our brain, the more we're rebuilding neural pathways that actually are calming pathways that start rewiring us to not go as high up on the scale. And so over time, this comes to benefit our child greatly. So yeah, it's going to take some work. Put the time in now. Your child is worth it. Christ's kingdom is worth it. But if we don't help them steward this gift of being able to feel deeper than a lot of us, well, instead they're just going to keep in the cycle they're in, and this isn't working for them. So again, get on down to the description. Click on the link that gets you this download, which has all the tools in it, including this one. And also head over to the playlist and watch the other videos in this series. They'll all be a great help for you as you try to use the different tools in that. And if you need anything else, reach out to me at jesushelpmeparent.com. I'd love to be a help for you, your child, and your family, so you can go from this struggle in the boxing ring to helping your child succeed at managing anger and other big emotions. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.